What is going on, YouTubers, streamers of Banana's channel and Twitch? I am making a quick video here to show you guys my in-game settings. I know people have been asking for a while, like what I end up using to play on Battlefield 4, and so I thought I'd go ahead and make a quick video just showing like some of the stuff that I end up using whenever I play. Hope that you guys enjoy it. I should post this up pretty quickly after I make it, and you guys will be able to check out like what I end up using as far as sights go, as far as like reticles go, field of view settings, all that good stuff. So it's all based off of the PC settings. So if you own a console, this isn't probably going to apply to you so much in a lot of areas, but it could still help. So without further ado, let's just get started here. So going into my options, let's see what we got. So this is my soldier mouse sensitivity. This is what I start out as, is 20, and I have a DPI of 800. Now I know that might seem a little bit low on the DPI, but you can, watch, you can just see like it's pretty rapid as far as like how my movement goes, and a lot of my friends will use higher DPIs or whatever, but I find that this has worked well for me so far. I'll probably just incrementally bump up my sensitivity in game if I need to than anything else. So 20 is good for me. I usually keep it on 20. Vehicle mouse sensitivity, I leave it on 40. I don't really need to touch it. I think that that's pretty much good. Soldiers, the only other thing that I can really think of here is just like, I keep everything pretty much default and keep soldier zoom sensitivity on 100%. So moving on. These are just some weird things that I haven't really touched. Decoupling aim. This is where you get in an LAV or any vehicle for that matter. And let's say that I hop in this LAV right here, and as you guys can see, as I turn, the gun turns with this, like it goes with it. I think if you decouple the aim, it should turn on its own. So let's see here. Yeah, see, the aim goes wherever you're pointed, not with the vehicle, so that could help. I've never really used it, never really found that I needed to use it, but good feature. Alright, let's move on to the gameplay options. So, let me move back to my character settings here. Alright, so gameplay. Hold weapon zoom is hold button, so that means that I hold the right part of the mouse, the right mouse button. That way I can zoom down my scope. I don't actually have it on like toggle. All these are going to be hold button, reload, and hint system, blah, 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 blah. This is all basic information that you guys should already know how to do. Next thing, I turned the network smoothing factor all the way to 0. That's what I've been told. I've heard that it's supposed to help, so might as well. HUD size and resolution, and high resolution, 20%. All this visibility stuff that you guys can see right here. Let's see. One of my biggest things is that my minimap is at 200%. So if I put it all the way down to like 70, you can see that my minimap on the right-hand side right there is pretty small. So I usually increase that all the way up to about 200, yeah, at 200 actually. Icons visibility, put it about 100. Icon size, you can decrease these if you want. I'm actually going to decrease this and leave it on about 90 there. Minimap default scale auto, and then scaling with the icons on. Minimap rotation with player on. That means that when you turn your player, that the minimap is actually going to rotate itself as well. So alright, so let's get to the soldier reticles and stuff. Right now we're looking at the soldier hipfire reticle, which you can see grows right there. Gets larger and larger and larger, and all the way down to 50%. I usually keep it on about 100. I think that's what I had it on a minute ago. Visibility, 100%. I think you can turn that, so yeah, you turn it literally all the way down, which is crazy. And I put it on yellow, so I find that yellow is actually pretty easy to see. Soldier optics reticle. I don't know if it's going to show you this one, but let's see. I think I had it on 100. Didn't I have it on 100? Size, I think it's on 100. Yeah. And then I have that on yellow as well. All these reticles I kept the same. These are all, just the default stats. So I didn't change any of these. The only ones that I really changed is like the hit indicator. I changed it to 120%. Visibility at 100%. So this is the size of this reticle right here. I think I had 120, right? Yeah. So that's that reticle right there. Whenever you get a hit marker on somebody, you can, I mean, you can play around with this stuff, and you should, just to make sure that you get your settings right. I'm actually gonna bump it up to 130. Sounds good. Yeah, looks good. 130. Yeah. And the color, I make my hit indicator color actually white, believe it or not. And then I make the one for headshots is black, so everything's on 0. And then this one, if you bump all of them up, then you're going to get a white color like this right here. And then the kill shots I put as red. I think that red's pretty significant for a kill shot, so you know exactly when you've got a kill on an enemy. All these I left pretty much default. Enemy HUD world icons all default as well. I think I'm pretty sure they're default. If not, I'll leave it on here for a second so you guys can check it out. And I'm actually not going to save here, so I just want to keep it where it was, and then I'll go back and change the one thing that I did change, which was the hit indicator. So I'll put that on 130. Back, save. All right. Audio settings, I keep it on headphones. Master about, depending on if I'm streaming or not, about 42 to 50%. I'll probably actually bump it up because I normally keep it on 50, but I'm messing with it. VoIP, I don't actually deal with it too much because I'm usually in TeamSpeak, but keep it on, 30 to 50, somewhere in there. Pretty simple settings, guys. And then here's the settings that I use while I stream. So I've got I have a 1080p monitor running at 144 hertz, which means that I can get 144 frames per second. And with my 980, it basically overdoes that, so it'll go technically all the way up to 220 frames per second, but you aren't actually seeing 220 frames per second. You're seeing 144, which is the max that you can see. So this is my monitor that I use. I use borderless mode. That way I can switch between my top monitor and this monitor for streaming. Brightness is going to depend on the map. If I'm on lockers, I usually keep it about 35. If I'm on anything else, I usually bump it up to like 55 or 60. Vertical sync off, field of view 90, vehicle field of view 84, and that's about it. So yeah, those are my video settings, guys. Key bindings, pretty much everything is default, to be honest. The only thing that I really changed would be the prone is on my mouse. So I've got 2 buttons on the left side of my mouse, and one of them is for prone, so I can pretty much do it immediately and duck if I need to. And then my gadget, like I think it's med pack most of the time, or C4 or something like that, or ammo pack rather, is on my mouse as well, same button. And then lastly, I think it's going to be the grenade, if I can find it here. Grenade. Oh, I don't know where it is. I changed the grenade, though. It's actually in the middle of my mouse. Oh, there it is. I'm sorry. So it's in the middle of my mouse. If I click down on the scroll wheel, then you'll actually be able to throw a nade. And so I limit the amount of stuff that goes on my keyboard. I have, separate functions. So I only have to deal with running and sprinting and, running and jumping and switching weapons between my primary and secondary, and going prone is going to be on my mouse. Switching to my gadgets is going to be on my mouse. Aiming, looking down the sight, throwing a nade, that is all handled by my mouse. That way, like, each hand has its own specific role, and it works out a lot better for me that way. So that's about it, guys. I really don't have any other options that I really go through. I know I probably went through that a little bit fast, but you can pause the video and go back and watch it if you want to. And that's pretty much gonna do it. I thank you guys for hanging out and watching the video. I should be streaming this week after my final exams and whatnot. I hope you enjoyed the little setup video. I am going to be making an actual setup video of my PC setup pretty soon, so you guys can look forward to that. In the meantime, though, catch me on my Twitch at twitch.tv/AGoodBanana, and that'll do it.